Now, you have to be careful because math can be tricky. All right? Not all proofs are correct. There's actually a famous unpublished one that's pretty prominent, and you actually are familiar with it. It's common. Women equal evil. Okay? This proof has been quoted by uneducated mathematicians throughout the internet. And I will show you why. I will show you why it is wrong. Okay? But first let me explain how the proof goes. So, there's a couple assumptions that you must make when making this proof. You have first that money is equal to time. Okay? Can we all agree on that roughly? Money is equal to time. Well, we also need to make an assumption that money is equal to the root of all evil. Okay? Pretty standard. We all know this intrinsically. Okay? We've heard it all our lives. So with these two assumptions, 1 and 2, in mind, we can now prove that women are equal to evil. The way we do this is we all know that women require time and money. Okay? Time and money. Now, due to our first assumption, we know that money is equal to time, right? So, if I replace here time with money, I get money squared. Do we all see that? Yes? Money squared is equal to women. Alright? Now we know, and we can see from our second assumption, that if you square money, if you square both sides of this equation, you get money squared is equal to evil, right? So where in this equation do we have money squared? Anyone? Right here. Very good. So if we replace money squared with evil, which is its logical conclusion, we get women are equal to evil.
The devil is a lie.
So why is this wrong? We all know that women are in fact not evil.
Woo!
We know that they're actually lovable beings and not evil. So, where did we go wrong? Well, the first part is we're using misquoted cliches, okay? We all know that from 1 Timothy 6:10 or 10:6, this is not true. It's the love of money is the root of all evil, okay? So, we know that this is misquoted, so that's an unfounded assumption that we have there. Also, we know that women are not just time and money, they're much more complicated. So, we have an oversimplified problem here. So that's where we go wrong, which leaves the problem of women unanswered. We don't have a solution.
Even by math?
Even by math. So, let me show you one that's a little bit more concrete, that's not based off of cultural cliches, but actually based off of this language of God. Okay? We're actually going to prove, I'm going to prove to you, and with your help, that 2 is equal to 1. Now who here thinks that that 2 is equal to 1? Anyone? Okay, I'm going to show you. You're all wrong. Okay, 2 is equal to 1. The way that we do this is we have A is equal to B, right? We can all agree on that. A is equal to B. I'm just assigning it arbitrarily. So if I have A equal to B, I can do A squared is equal to B squared, right? Pretty simple. I can also do A squared is equal to A times B. You see that too?
No, your
All right.
No, your pen's not working.
What the blue one?
So A is equal to A times B. So the way this is going to work now is I'm going to subtract B squared from both sides. So I got A squared minus B squared is equal to AB minus B squared. We all learned this in middle school, high school math, right? Very simple. So now this is a little bit more complicated. I recognize that these two can factor. I can factor out equations. So a minus b is times a plus b is equal to this. Can we all agree on that roughly? I mean, not all of you have taken this high math. I recognize that. But and we can factor out a b here. So b times a minus b. All right? Now, if we divide by a minus b from both sides, because they're on both ends, that will cancel out to 1. 1 times the number equals whatever that number is. It's called the identity property. So we divide out a minus b. Sorry about my marker, guys. A minus b. And we get a plus b is equal to b, right? Now I'm going to replace this a with a b, because we know from here that a is equal to b. So 2b is equal to b. All right, if I divide by b, we get 2 is equal to 1. Who believes me? All right, this is where we're wrong. A is equal to b, right? So if I do a minus b, subtract b from both sides, we get a minus b equals 0, right?
Yes.
Right here, I divide by a minus b. Who knows what happens when you divide by 0? Yes. Actually, the world blows up. So, we have a problem. And that is the fundamental error in this proof. All right? If you don't believe this, though, this simple algebraic proof, I can do it in calculus. But I recognize that might bore some of you. Or maybe really interest some of you. So, I will not do it. Don't get too excited. But there's a few things that I want to make sure you guys know. Math here is a language that describes all kinds of things. As we've already discussed, it can describe natural phenomenon. String theory is all math-based. Elegance, string theory. Words used all the time by mathematicians. And really, math is a method of describing this world, of learning things about it. Ancient philosophers, ancient thinkers respected it. Cutting-edge scientists use it every single day. It is an awesome opportunity to just get an exclusive glance, an extremely detailed, complete exclusive glance into what is perhaps God's creation, and what is perhaps the language of God. Thank you, guys.
Let's call for a minute. Can we talk here?
First of all, Clinton, I have to say it was very clever. But Clinton, the whole thing was very pitchy. The singing in it was way off. And don't you know this is a singing contest, Clinton? And quite frankly...
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you understand what I just did?
Clinton, I don't believe anything you said, quite frankly. I think we've all had enough of this, Clinton, but it was very clever, and I appreciate you stepping out. The other thing I'd like to say is you have to work better with your audience, Clinton. I mean, this young man stepped out there, and he tried to work with you, and you shot him down, Clinton. And Clinton, you just have to be a bit more sensitive to the audience, like me.
So I have to lower my level of quality and...
Yes, that's correct, Clinton. We're all done now.
I like them. I'm just glad it's done.